session. Day 2. Today we are in middle of the discussing about SAP HANA hardware requirements and software requirements here. So HANA hardware, so requirements and software requirements here. HANA hardware and software requirements here. So software. So as part of the hardware requirement, we know what are the hardware we have to use it here. So we have to use the certified hardware vendors here. We have to procure the hardware from sub- so certified hardware vendors, hardware vendors, either IBM, Fujitsu, Intel, HP, Lenovo. So certified hardware vendors only here. And also operating system side, the hardware operating system side, we have to use the so either Linux or so IBM power machines. So IBM power machines, we have to use it here. IBM power machines, we have to use it here. So we have to use the certified hardware vendors. Means the hardware we have to procure from the certified hardware, the motherboards, those and all things, and also the operating system also. So either Linux or IBM power machines, we have to use it, and also the RAM size also we have to calculate it using the fix tool, or we can use the t-shirt sizing tool. That is called the t-shirt sizing tool. We can use it here. And also the CPUs perspective, Intel Haswell CPUs are later are recommended to use for the CPUs, and also the CPUs also. So we should use the one one physical CPU equal one physical CPU will handle the 14 GB of RAM memory. So based upon the RAM memory, so you can take the that much of RAM. Suppose RAM size by 14, then how many you will get? That many CPUs we required for the this one here. That many CPUs we required here. Then file systems, file systems here. Here, along with the RAM, the file systems also we are required here. File systems means the storage, how much storage we required here at so Linux level here, right? Especially for the file system side, so we required the so root, then USR, SAP, then slash HANA shared, then slash HANA data, then slash HANA log device. So these are the 5 types of file system should be required, and it should be mounted in the separately. It should be mounted separately. Suppose like in the Windows level, how we have separate mount points for the C drive, D drive, E drive like this. So same way we need the separate mount points for the so here we will call it as the drives, right? Disk or drives in the Windows level. In the Linux level, same concept will come as the file systems. File systems here. Here the root file system is minimum 10 GB, and also USR SCP is the 50 GB. Then slash and shared is the 1 into the RAM size. Then slash and data is the 3 into the RAM size. Then slash and log is the so off by 2 of RAM size, off by 2 of RAM size here. So depends upon the RAM size, we have to calculate the our file system requirement here. So depends upon the RAM size, we have to calculate the file system requirements here. So this is the SAP standard requirements here. That's why this point is very important here. Every technical discussions, the people may ask you questions on the so this one, right? This is a very important here. How many types of file systems you required and what are the minimum space we required for this one? Suppose this is the 10 GB and 50 GB is fine. Flash not shared is the 1 into RAM size. Suppose your client team or you got the RAM requirement is to take the suppose like 256 GB RAM, they asked you to take it out here. Then 1 into RAM, then that's fine, right? Your RAM is suppose RAM is 256 GB RAM, right? So then in this case, then this is fine, this is fine. Then 1 into RAM size, then 256 GB RAM. Then flash data is 3 into 256. Then then this is the half by 2 of RAM size here. Then 256 GB RAM. Then by 2, then 128 GB space we required for the log directory. 128 GB log required for the this log directory here. So this much of space, file system space we required. Suppose in case of your RAM is this one. In case of your RAM is 1 terabyte, then 1 terabyte of /HANA shared, then 3 terabyte of this one, then 512 GB of the and your log directory space here. So these are the file system recommendations. So and also the respective space we required here. And also network utilization. So the network utilization will comes to how much network you required. 1 Gbps, 1 gigabyte per second here, 1 gigabyte per 7. SAP recommending we should have the proper network without any low latency, proper network here, right? So 1 gigabyte per second here. So minimum 1 gigabyte per second. Then we can go for the MB also, but it should be 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps, maybe otherwise 1 Gbps above, we can go with that one here, right? But most of the thing is this file system requirements are very important here, right? These file system requirements are very important here. So these all comes under the these all comes under the hardware requirement here. Then when it comes to the software requirement here, as part of the software requirement here, we require the what are the softwares we required to install the HANA DB. We require the HANA DB and HANA client and also we require the HANA add-ons and plugins, add-ons and plugins we require. These are the optional. So mandatory client and DB, these are the required here. Mandatory client and DB is required here, right? Client and DB is required. Why? Because so to install the HANA database, DB database software definitely is required. Then on top of database, client is required for the communicating the applications to the database. Via client, it will communicate to the database here. Then add-ons and plugins. Some additional features in the database level. Additional features you required that time. We required this add-ons and plugins we required here. So these are the software and hardware recommendations here. So coming to the OS versions, coming to the operating system versions here. Since we are discussing about the hardware and the software requirements, tomorrow sometimes they may ask you the questions on the so what is the OS, what is the Linux platform we can use it here? Either SUSE Linux or Red Hat Linux, that is called the RHCL, Red Hat Linux here. Coming to the SUSE Linux, so currently we have the 15 SPS 05 we have. Before that SPS 04, before that SPS 03, before that SPS 02, before that SPS 01. So then like this, we have the versions in the market here. In case if someone asks you what is the your SUSE Linux version means, you can tell any one of the version. Okay, just remember, if anyone asks you question, you can tell the any one of the version. So how we have the Windows level, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 10. Well, how we have the versions in the SUSE Linux level also, we have the versions here. In the Linux level also, we have the versions here. So you will get the more details. So you can see here. So if you use this one, you will get the more details. What is the latest versions and everything here. So SPS 05 is the latest version here. Maybe you can say SPS 05. SPS 05 is the latest version here to see Linux here. SLES. To see Linux Enterprise Server 15. Okay. So this is the latest versions we can tell to. So people, if someone asks you why, because operating system also we should get some. So SLES here. We will should get the some idea here. So then RHCL also we have, I think 8.6 and 8.7 onward support. Then 8.6, 8.7, then 8. Then 9.0, then 10, then up to 10 we have the operating RHCL versions here. RHCL Linux, Red Hat Linux versions here, RHCL versions here. We have, so like this here, you can see here in the RHCL. So you see the versions of the RHCL, which means you don't require. So just remember the latest versions. That's fine. Okay, the latest versions if you remember. So that is well enough here. Operating system, so versions here. See here, RHCL 9 up to 9 we have released into the market here, right? So up to 9 we have released into the market here. There is a release strategy also here. RHCL, you can see here. So RHCL 6, RHCL 7, RHCL 8, RHCL 9, right? RHCL 9 up to RHCL 9 we have here in the market here. So you can see here RHCL 9, even 10 also, I think 10 released, I guess. So RHCL 9, then 10 also released as per my understanding. So when RHCL 10 is going to release? No. So let me check RHCL 10. Okay, only 9 we have. Okay, just remove the this one. Okay, only 9 we have RHCL 9. So if anyone asks you, just you can tell RHCL 9 or RHCL 8. So you can say either 8 or 9. You can say here. Okay. So if someone asks you the Linux versions, you can say why, because sometimes they may ask you, since you are working on the HANA database, do you know the version of the your HANA database? So version of the HANA databases, and what is your voice version. Sometimes they may ask you some cross questions. So that's why, since we are working on the Windows, everybody knows what is our Windows version, right? We go to this PC and right click in properties, then you will see the what is your Windows version here, 2012, right? So same as like here, Linux version also we can find out here. So what is the versions means? These are the versions here. We can get it from here, right? This is the one of the important point here, right? So then HANA versions. We talk about the HANA versions here. So normally everybody knows why every time either even a mobile phone or outside of the devices, it will release the new versions here. Because of in the new versions, you will get the latest fixes, latest bugs. So all those things you will get here, right? They will release in the latest versions, the new features, new enhancements. They will release it. So because of that reason, so we always go for the latest versions only here. So what about the HANA versions here? HANA versions here. So let's talk about the HANA versions here. So HANA, they have released into the HANA, they have released into the market here. So the HANA versions here. Let's talk about the HANA versions in the SAP. So here, so yesterday we discussed HANA is the high performance analytical appliance. It is a in-memory database, column oriented columnar database here. So the initial release of HANA is 2010. 2010, they have released the initial release here. Initial release, they have released it here. The operating system is Linux, and also initial release is 2010. They have released it in the market here. 2010, the first release they have released into the market here. So then after that, slowly they have started increasing. Then slowly, the market got increased. Then they have initially they have released the HANA 1.0, then FPS 00, they have released it here. HANA 1.0, FPS 00, they have released it initially here. Then after that, 01, right? 02. So then 03. So then up to they have released up to then SPS 12 they have released it here. Up to 12 they have released it here. So then up to 12 they have released it into the market here. So currently they are not supporting all these versions. HANA 1.0 versions they are not supporting here. HANA 1.0 versions they are not supporting into this here. So then they have so then they have used the HANA 1.0, they are not supporting this 1.0 here. So then they come into the picture, then they have started releasing the HANA 2.0 here. So then they have renovated their concept, then they released the HANA 2.0 here in the market here. Then HANA 2.0 SPS 00, then so 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07 here. So like that, they have started releasing the market here. So this is the latest version in the market here. Latest version in the market here. Which one? So this is the 7 months back. They have released this latest version in the market here. So then this is also N-1 approach here. But this support is valid up to 2023 here. These all are the maintenance support, extended maintenance, the maintenance support got. So they have extended, means they are not supporting. I mean to say they are not supporting is all the maintenance versions and everything. They are not supporting all these versions here. All these versions they are not supporting here. So initially they have released the HANA 2.0 SPS 00. Then after that, they identified some bugs, some errors, then some latest features they have identified, then they have fixed into the another version, then they released into the SPS 01. Same way 02, 03, 04, 05. So like that they have started releasing the up to 07 they have released into the market here. So this all the versions they are supporting except to HANA 1.0 they are not supporting currently here. So they are not supporting HANA. So this version, the HANA, this versions here, right? Latest versions they are not supporting here into the market here. That is the main thing here. We should check here. HANA, so HANA, the it's kind of like a multimodal database here. So the license and everything, it's a proprietary commercial software. So which means we have to purchase the license from the SAP. So from SAP, so that SAP will provide the license to us, then we have to procure the license and we have to use for our business here. We have to use for our business here, right? So these are the versions of the HANA database currently we have in the market here, right? So in the HANA 1.0, they have first released, then 2.0 released. The 2.0 SPS 07 is the latest version. Currently, this is the using by all the customers here. All the customers here. Then 1.0 also we have, but it's the latest version is the SPS 12 last version. Then so the customers who are using the 1.0 or the customers who are using the HANA 2.0 SPS 06, then SAP so recommended to upgrade to the SPS 07. SPS 07. So they have recommended here. SPS 07. They have recommended here. Okay. SPS 07. They have recommended to use into the year. Right. So these are the versions of the HANA database into the market here. So everybody know why we have versions means existing. Even our mobile phone also nowadays many updates are coming here, right? After updating, if you check it out, what updates you are getting, then you will see the all the information, right? What are the security features, security fixes, bug fixes, CPU issues, then latest features, all the information you will get from the, so all the information you will get here, right? So same way here. So in the HANA also, we have the some security fixes, latest version is the latest thing. So that will be come here. So this is one is the latest version that you have to remember. So what is the latest version of the HANA database? HANA 2.0 SPS 06. HANA is written into the C++ language. C++ language means all the code programs are everything in the C++ language here. C++ language here, right? So HANA, HANA on top, HANA is the database. On top of we use it to run SAP applications here, such as business S4HANA or ECC or all SAP products. We have to use it here. All SAP products we have to use it here. We have to use it here. So to use the this one, we need to purchase the license. We need to purchase the license from SAP. We need to purchase the license from the SAP also here. So these are the main important points you should remember. Important points you should remember here. Okay, Anna. So you should remember this important points here. So Linux versions, Anna versions here. Okay. So let's talk about
Sir,
why
it is migrated or still 1.0 it is using version.
1.0 still few customers are using SAP. So recommended who are using the 1.0, who are using the HANA 1.0, SAP recommending to use the HANA 2.0 to get the latest features and the latest functionalities. SAP recommending to use the HANA 2.0 versions here. So why they have released, why they have stopped up to here only, why they have changed their naming convention to HANA 2.0, right? So why? What is the reason here? So what is the benefits we have in the HANA 1.0 and HANA 2.0 here? Okay. So let's talk about the difference between the 1.0 and HANA 2.0 here. Okay. The difference between HANA difference between HANA 1.0 and 2.0 here. HANA 1.0 and 2.0. So what are the latest functionalities? Why they have after SPS 12, everybody in the mind they are going to SPS 03, but they are immediately they have released the HANA 2.0 SPS 00 released it here. There, what is there here? What is there here and what is not there in the 1.0 here? So what is the difference here? The major difference is HANA 1.0 is the single container. HANA 1.0 is single container. Single container means single database, right? Yes. 1.0 means if you install the database, you will get the only one database. That's it. That is the common nature, right? If you install the one database, will you get the two databases? No, right? 1+1. No, there is no 1+1 offer, right? Only one offer only, right? So there is if you install the HANA 1.0, this is a single container. Single container means container to store the data. So single database only will be installed here. Single database only installed. There is a single database means it includes in the database level metadata and the persistency layer format included. So it's single means it's included. What about the 2.0 here? So 2.0 is this is a single, this is the multi-container. HANA 2.0 is the multi-container. By default you will get the default, you will get the two databases. You will get the two DBs here. So one is the system DB, then second one is the tenant DB, TDB, tenant DB. You will get it out here. That is the difference here. This is only one standalone single database you will get. There is no system DB, tenant DB concept. HANA 2.0 is the multi-container default. You will get the two databases here. One is the system DB, second one is the tenant DB here. System DB means so system DB and tenant DB, two databases you will get from here, right? Single container means you include the metadata. So here the metadata means database level. So all the programs and everything will be stored. Metadata and the persistency layer format got separated. It's included, it got separated here. Okay, there is only one difference here. So I will give the best example here, HANA 1.0 and HANA 2.0, right? So everybody knows the, so what is mean by, everybody knows this concept here, right? Apartment concept here. In one operating system, this is the operating system here. In the operating system, if you install the one database, if you install the database, you will get the, so only one database you will get from here. Only one database you will get from here. In this operating system, this is the operating system. On top of operating system only, we will install all the softwares and everything, right? So here, if you install the HANA 1.0, you will get only one database. You will get only one database you will get from here. Only one database you will get from here. Okay, right? So this is the one thing here. This is only one thing. If you install the HANA 1.0, you will get the only HANA 1.0 you will get from here. At the same time, if I install the HANA 2.0, if I install the 2.0 here you will get the two databases here. This is the two databases you will get from here. So this is the system DB. This is the tenant DB here. So, but this is only one standalone database here. This is the system DB, tenant DB you will get. Same concept like, so when you're talking about the outside of the topic, so in the 150 square hertz, if you build the one independent house, only one house will be built. Only one family can stay inside of the home, right? In the one independent house, right? This is the independent house concept here. That's why HANA 1.0 is the independent concept here. So why? Because only one family can stay here, right? In the one if you build the in the 150 square hertz place, if you build the one independent house, only one family can stay here. Only one house, only one family can stay. So on top of your operating systems here, right? On top of operating system here. So at the same time, in the HANA 2.0, if you build this is the apartment concept here. So normally when you see here, when your people are building in 150 square hertz, if the people are building the builders are building the, suppose like apartment, by default, first they will build the one ground floor, then the first floor they will build it here. Then after building, when they have money, then they can go for the one more floor, one more tenant database, like that they can go for that one here. So here also by default you will get the G+1. In the database language, by default you will get the one system DB and one tenant DB you will get. Then after that, when you have money, then you can take the one more tenant databases, then one more tenant database you will get up to 20 tenant DBs we can install on one operating system. So there is a limitation, right? When you are building the apartment, the first only 20 floors or 14 floors or 11 floors based upon the place we have to build up to this many floors only. But by default, you will get the default, means when you start the installation, you will get the G+1, ground floor and first floor. Apartment means definitely ground floor, first floor is required here. Same as like here, when you build the system, so then the same operating system, same 150 square yards. If you build the apartment, here one family can stay, here one family can stay. Tomorrow when you have the budget, then you can go for the one more tenancy database, one more tenancy databases, you can install it here, you can add it here, right? So that is the advantage of the HANA 2.0 here. That is the multi-container, multiple databases we can install on one host here. This is only single concept, independent, only one family can stay here. Here one family, here one family, here one, many more families can stay here. The only thing is disadvantage is all the families will use the same operating systems, same memory, same CPU. Here, one family can stay the same water storage, same electricity, same memory, same CPU. All those things will stay here. Here, all the apartment persons will use the common water storage, common electricity, common air. So all those things will be the common here. So if something happens here, the memory or CPU, so all will share it. Something happens, it will impact the all the databases here, right? So here it's only one family here. There is no much impact here. But only thing is only one family can stay here. Here, multiple families can stay, create the databases, we can stay on top of the HANA databases here. That's why we have HANA 1.0. This is the apartment concept. This is the independent house concept here, right? So multiple databases we can install on top of one operating system if we go for the HANA 2.0. Then one database if you go for the single container. Okay, got it? Any questions from anyone?
Sir, it will be any performance will be reduced if we use HANA 2.0 because the more load will be more now.
That depends. If you want to create one more database, we can create it. But if you don't want to create, you don't need to create it on the same. You can install the one more operating system on top of, you can create it. But you will get the, by default, you will get the one system DB, one tenant DB here. Then if you want to create the one more database, then definitely the performance will be decreased, not the increased. The performance will be decreased. Why? Because two databases will use the common memory here. Then in this case, definitely the performance will be reduced. To avoid this one, you need to allocate the more RAMs you have to allocate to the two data. You are planning, you have to allocate the more RAMs you have to allocate it. But the advantage is multiple databases will use the same operating system. Then you don't need to pay the separate operating system license here. Same CPU slots, same memory, same hardware it is using. The only thing is you are just increasing the CPUs and memories, you are increasing. That's it. When you are going for this one, one database here, one database, one more operating system, one database in the one more operating system, means if you need 3 databases, you need 3 operating systems you have to pay. Means additionally 2 operating system licenses, then additionally motherboard licenses, then you have to procure the hardwares, then CPUs, separate memory you have to procure it. So there is a lot of things, like separate maintenance you required, separately we have to log in. There are this cost effective, right? To avoid this one, they have created the apartment concept. So multiple families can stay on the one apartment here. Here only one family. Here multiple families can stay, right?
Sir, in Linux OS, like it might like how Windows we have uh, client OS client OS and server OS, two different OS. So like in Linux as well, like are they
Linux, we have only server operating system. Linux server operating system. Another database server we are installing. So we have to only
okay?
SUSE Linux server, enterprise Linux server. We have to use it. That's why in the name itself we have SUSE Linux enterprise server and Red Hat Linux enterprise. So RHCL Linux server. So only server editions are there here. Only we have to use the server editions.
Server edition. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So this is the difference between the 1.0 and 2.0 here. Then coming to the the softwares. So how to download them? As we know how to download the softwares. Normally, we know SAP download the softwares here. If we go to the download the softwares, we are installing the softwares here. Just go to the service marketplace, and here the software downloads here. Go to the by alphabetical index. SAP, normally we selected the ERP, F for Fiori, Gateway for G, so H for HANA, right? HANA will comes from the alphabetical series of the H, right? Just click on the H here. So then in the H, you will see the alphabetical index. So H for HANA. Okay, here you see we have the number of things are there here. So here we need to look the platform edition. Where is the platform edition here? So our standard version is the platform edition here, right? Go to the platform edition. There is no HANA 1.0 now, you see. So HANA 2.0 only here. Then we are doing the installation. Then select the installation here. Then download the latest versions from here. So HANA 2.0 SPS 07, 07, 05, 05, 06, then 05, 06, 07. Only 3 editions are there here. Just download the zip file. Then HANA will be, we can install the HANA database here, installations files here. We can download, we can check, means I mean to say, we can download the zip file, so that HANA will be downloaded only Linux edition. So only Linux platform, we have the editions are there here. So Linux platform, we have the editions are there here, right? This is the way we can download the here. So otherwise, you can just go to the here in the support pack and patches here by alphabetical index, same HANA H. So here you can download the HANA client, right? So separately we can download it here. There in the zip file, you will get all those things here separately. If you need HANA client, you can download the HANA client. So HANA AFL, so that is the add-ons and plugins. So HANA cockpit, HANA database softwares. Then here you only see the Linux versions here. You can see only Linux here. This is the IBM Power Missions here. So this is the rare cases. We will use the HANA Linux on the x64-bit here, right? Here HANA to X SAR file, it is available here, right? In the zip file, if you extract it, SAR files you will get here. So SPS 05, 06, 07, 04, 02, 01. So all the softwares are available here. All the softwares are available here. All the softwares are, it is available in the market here, right? You can download whatever you want. You can just download the respective file. You can download it. Which version you want to required, you can download the respective version of the file you required here. So yearly once a year, every new SP will be released here. So year once a year, new SPS will be released here. This is the one of the important point. So this year SPS 07 released. In the next year SPS 08. In the month of maybe after the first quarter is completed, then April or so in the May, so they will release the April or May, they will release the SPS 008. That is the release date here. Okay, in the month, any one of the date, they will release the SPS 08 also here. So that is the thing you should be remember here. Okay, general remember purpose, you can use that one, right? So then after that, then first of all, how to log into our Linux operating systems first of all, right? Why? Because we know SAP, it won't work on the Windows level. HANA, it won't work on the Windows. Like Windows means we know everybody are happy to right click and left click and folder creation, deletion. Everybody, they will do that one. But to log into the Linux level, you need the putty. Putty is available on your desktops here. Putty, right? Just to open the putty here. Here you can type the database name is called the SCP Linux 1. You can type it here. Our database name is our Linux operating system name is SCP Linux 1 here. This is our OS name. OS name. Every OS there is a technical name, right? So there is this the name here. Then here you will get the login as here. Then you can use the root. Root is the user here, right? Super user. The Windows level, how we have the admin user, same as like root is the admin user. The password is here. So I can share you the password here. You can use the password. It will be login to the your thing here, right? It will log into the your Linux operating system here. Make sure when you are typing the password, your password will not be visible here. So will not be visible here. See here once again. So when you are typing here SCP, so Linux 1 is our operating system here. Just click on the OK button, then login as root. Okay, it's typed here. Then when you are typing the password here, see here, I am typing the password, but password will not show here whether I typing, but inside it will be, you have to type carefully here password. Just click on the enter button, then it will log in. It will log in here. Okay, make sure that one. Once you log in here, just to you have to operate the Linux operating system using the commands. Okay, Linux command. So here Linux administration, we will discuss about the few commands here, right? So what are those few commands here as part of the Linux administration here? So if you use, suppose after you log in, to check the file systems, free space and everything. So df-h, right? You will get the what are the file systems are available, what is the size, how much is used, and what is the availability, what is the used percentage here. Normally, when you go to the Windows, when you click on this space, you will get the C drive, D drive, how much free space is there, how much used is there, then all the information you will get from here, right? Same way here you will get it out, but you won't get the without entering any commands here. So we have to enter the commands here. So commands we have to use it for operating here. You can use it df, but there is no much information here for the df here. Just we have to use the df-h, we have to use it here. df-h, we have to use it here to display the all the file systems and everything here. To display the file systems, we have to use the df-h, we have to use it here. df-h, we have to use it here. That is the one thing we should be know here. df-h, display file system. For memory, I will share you the document. Don't worry, Linux commands documents is there. So I will share you. So for the memory checking, you can use the free-g here. It will give the information how much, what is the total memory. Memory means total RAM size, how much it is utilized, then what is the availability here, right? All the information will show here, right? So all the information it will show here. That is the memory here. Then if you use the ls CPU command, then it will give the information about the what is the your CPU architecture, then how many CPUs we have, 6 CPUs. So then what is your CPU Intel model, then all the information you have here available here, ls CPU. You want to check, so top command is for the, so one of the interview point of time question. Here you will get the, so CPU live CPU utilization, live memory utilization, each process, what is the process which is using the high memory usage, all the information you will get from here. All the information you will get from the top command here, right? COP top command. Same as like when you go to the task manager in the Windows level, task manager, here you will get the CPU, memory, each process is using the much memory, then CPU, all the information, how you will get all those things here, how you will get the all those things here. Same way you will get the all the information here. Same way you will get the all the information from here. Same way you will get the all the information here, right? So that is the main thing here, right? So this is the top command here, right? So df-h display file systems here. Normally date means the date will be displayed Users means how many users are logged in, will be displayed. So this will be so displayed here. So, and also normally when in the Windows level, when you are going from one folder to another folder, suppose like just you are double clicking, you are going to the other multiple folders, you are going here. Here, there is no double click and right click and left click, it won't work here. Just everything you need to via commands only, you have to operate it here. Yeah, commands only. So everything I have to use the commands only here. Suppose in the root, just cd/media. Suppose if you want to go to the one folder here, then cd slash, right? Then cd means change directory, then ls-ltr, then you will see the ls-ltr, you will see the all the folders and file systems here. All the folders and file systems you see here. Then suppose you want to go to the HANA folder, then cd, then HANA folder, you have to type it. Then you are in the inside of the HANA folder. Suppose you want to see what's there inside of the folders and files, then you can see the ls-ltr, you can see the what are the folders and files are there here, right? So that one, so you can see it here. So you want to go inside of the shared folder again. You want to go inside of the shared folder again. Then cd space shared here, cd space shared here. Then ls space -ltr. Then you will get the all the subfolders and everything. You will get it out from here, right? So you want to go inside of the folder again here. Then cd space hd1, you can type it here, right? Then ls-ltr, then you will see the inside of the folder pwd present working directory, present in which directory you are in, right? So pwd present working directory, cd command change directory. To switch from one directory to another directory, we have to use the cd command, right? So ls-ltr, to see what are the folders and files are there inside of the folder, you need to use the ls-ltr, you have to use it here. ls-ltr, we have to use it here. That is the main important thing we should be remember. Okay, so I will share the some document and some useful comments are there in the document. So you today you will get practice on the Linux commands, how to log into the Linux operating system. After login to the Linux operating system, how to practice the commands, how to just get the hands-on the practice in the Linux commands here, right? So that tomorrow when you are starting the HANA installation, that will be easy for you. Why? Because HANA installation we have to perform from the Linux level only. So you should know some Linux level commands here. Tomorrow sometime they may ask you questions, how to check the memory, how to check the CPU utilization, how to check the, how to get the inside of the folders, how to go to the folder cd, then ls-ltr, then permissions, that and all I will explain it. But initial things, just you can go, just practice, log into the Linux level, you can practice it here. Okay, you can use the our SAP Windows. So SAP Linux, SAP HANA will be available. Just you can use this one, SAP HANA. Okay. Just you can use for SAP Linux, you can use it, or HANA also you can use it. Same root password, then same password, whatever we have the common password, you can use the same password. It will be used to you. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, just wanted to know. First, we will like how we followed this step. Like first, we installed the SQL database on which we install the NetWeaver application, like to access it as per the previous.
SAP. As part of
Yeah.
the SAP basis course, we discussed about the SAP. On top of SQL Server, we install the SAP here. Now
Yes.
we are discussing about the only HANA database we are discussing. So
Okay.
the SAP installation is common, either the Oracle database or HANA database or MaxDB or Sybase. It's very common. Only then selection procedure during the SWPM train, you need to choose the which one. So that is the only one thing you need to choose it here. Remaining all steps are common here. Now the HANA installation we are discussing here. HANA installation onwards we are going to discuss. To install the HANA database, first you have to log into the Linux operating system. Then you need to use the some commands. So that's why to get the familiar with the command, please log into the our Linux operating system. Just to practice the commands.
All right, sir. And
Hello.
sir, so then later on, as you said, we will be using exports, S4 exports, right? Just that when we'll come on to this uh, application level, right?
Yeah, if you want to install the application, you need to download the exports. You need to download the kernel. You need to download the SAP host agent, DB. DB means HANA DB, DB client. Anyhow, we are doing that one. So these things are required if you want to install the exports. If you want to install the SAP application on top of this HANA database, so that one we required. That one we have to require it here. But HANA installation, HANA administration topic is part of our scope. So that we are going to discuss. The
All
same
right. So
concept, same
these
concept.
things will come up later on, right?
Yeah, later on this will come. This will come up.
Okay.
But
Sir, if I'm working on SQL Server 2010 and I want to install that SAP means HANA database.
that is the
So
migration activities we have to perform. That will come under the brownfield migration. That is part of the brownfield migration. So you are migrating your data from the non-Aadhaar. Though both are two different databases. That will come under the migration part.
this you will tell sir afterwards.